Oman Latessa, is it Oman Latessa? I know Michelle flipped out cards, and I think she thought it was Mars. It could have been Oman. Oman Latessa. I'm listening to Bernadette. Well, if it's, I'll be there, but I put Bernadette on because I need a different genre of music. As I'm finding a gift in singing, but I don't ever really hear myself singing because I always have headphones on. But I know that I can. But Bernadette is about, there's a part in the song where he talks about how his friends really feel about this woman. Like they want to, what is it? They want to control you, but then it's, I can feel the envy. When I talk about you, I can see the envy in other men's eyes. Now this could be a guy where his friends, if this, now that I think about it, I think about the times in the past where I may have been in conversation with someone going, yeah, you know, it's, I mean, but they're mad that he's moving, or you're in their eyes, you're taking him away from them because they grew up together. You know, this would be for the women who you married a man, or you moved away for work, you both work, whatever this was, and you felt like the friends, it was primarily males, but you know how the women are too, and they side with them on that, but they can't stand them any other time. But that, they just made him feel like you're leaving us. I'm convinced that it was always something with attraction. Even if the attraction is, like, you're not even the most attractive guy in the group, but you make us laugh. You're the comedian. You're the one who makes up, you fuck on up, you know, still. So you made us look more balanced as individuals with the way you lived your life. Yeah, where's the opportunity now? But this is where Bernadette. Your name could be Bernie or Bernia. You have some type of platform that he has to look at you through. I'm not sure why. He's not near you. And I feel like every time he sees your picture, he smiles. He feels something. I feel happiness. I feel, I call it joy. Yeah, and I watch her all day. I love you and nobody else. I'm going by feeling now, and I'm looking at certain women. I'm starting to pay attention to what my body likes, even with style. I'm looking at men. It's a different feeling. I do feel an attraction. There are men that are admitting this. This is crazy. I look at this guy, beautiful man. Men feel comfortable saying this now. Confident men, passionate men that have no problems, just like women. We say, oh my God, she's beautiful. Look at the tits on this one. That's me. And I don't even mind if my husband or my boyfriend did once in a while. And then you get to the point where you're just talking about others more than my own. It's an indefinite problem. And it will be handled immediately. Now, what we have here is, I'm looking at others. I'm on social media. I'm on the internet. And yeah, I'm paying attention. This is happiness, right? Let me do it again. Let me show you one more time. This is happiness, looking at somebody, and then this is disappointment. You keep me hanging on. This guy could have been someone that kept going back to someone else, and then now they're feeling they lack of they're not putting anything into this anymore. I don't know if they want to, if they want to party, if they want to live those years they feel like they did in bed, if they want to just bucket list. They don't want a wife anymore. They don't want a committed wife. They don't want this kind of committed wife. I'm sorry, let me please, somebody's interrupting. Dickie is saying no. They want a wife with a woman like you. They don't care about the paperwork anymore. There are men that are fiending for women. Do you hear me? Dickie Morris. It was Dickie Morris. I changed it to Dickie Moses. It just didn't fit. These men want to do exactly what you and them envision in their mind. They know that this happened. They know some weird supernatural thing. Do you know that this, to me, there's no amount of money that you can put on that feeling of knowing that something was amazing and that we all attracted each other before. I don't know how long it took, but there could be some sort of nitrous, or ask for it. Please put nitrous on this thing so that we can all get there. And it's going to be the strangest thing, right? I don't know how some of you are remembering this. Are you being shown things in your mind, but are you also being shown footage? Some of you remembered things as well, and you asked. Did you guys ask to be drawn to some people that could help you get to wherever this is? Like, this feels like it was amazing, like it was family, and maybe the mistake. Let's find out what the mistakes we made. I got so emotional. That's all I want. That's it. That's all I want. I need, you hear me? I'll be there. I need these men around me. Again, I can't. It's not just one. I can't live without many. Okay, let's find out what we did last time, or what we missed. Okay. We're going to deal with bumps in the road a little bit differently. We're not going to bring in outside people. What do we need them for? We probably attracted every type of personality with what skill, the quick-witted skill, the deep researcher, the one who, then we have the gracefully, they handle things gracefully, but then we need the people that are like, fuck it, let's do a bump first and figure it out tomorrow. The one that reminds you, we're putting too much into it, and I don't feel like we got anything back, even as an idea, to fix this thing yet. So it's been 6 hours. That would be way too long. I would say 6 minutes. There had to have been some loss, fade away. We're not going to call it loss because there's no regret here, right? This is how I gotta take these off. I believe that for this situation, I'm getting upset. That all of you were, whatever the reason that you connected with me for, some of it was to attack me with things, but now you found out some things, oh well. And for others, it was spiritually fine, but we summoned each other. And I believe that there's someone that looks just like me, even maybe down to these features. I don't know about the moles, but hello if you are. I'm hoping you're a clone, but I'll deal with it either way. Okay. The only woman on this planet that I could deal with that way and all the time. I know. And that is the ultimate challenge for me, is to be around an exact replica with everything. Maybe a little, it would have to be a little different. Yeah, it would be boring, but to learn and to be challenged by the strong traits that she has that I do not, or that I let go, and vice versa. That would be the only that's the only possible woman that could intimidate me, is another version of myself, but different. Oh my God, I love me. And these guys love them. Okay, I don't know who you are on the other side, but I'm going to assume that it's a possibility that something happened with the two of us being moved around. I'm not sure. These are just possibilities. Possibility that there's a Henry Adam Smith Klein that knows just about everything. If this is a grandmother or someone that was put into your life as this for somebody, maybe not you, but as a maternal figure. These guys connected to all of us, or whoever's involved here, that feels a pull. I can't stop thinking about them. They're showing me shit, bro. I'm seeing this shit too. I'm making sure. God, my God, your minds are. This isn't growing minds. These are sharpening skills. I can tell that they show me during times where this thing, we'll just say that my mind's not racing. And then they understand what you're saying. Eventually you'll get to the point where you'll talk about this shit out loud. Like, you're going to use my channel because I speak about it on my videos as an excuse. I thought this motherfucker, you can say bitch, I don't care, I thought this bitch was crazy. I heard her talking about this telepathy thing, and then how people force thoughts, and that this was a new way of programming while people are sleeping, even subliminally putting anything. And I thought she was nuts. Turns out, Once I became aware of this, all I could do was just become in control of my own thoughts because I was in lockup when this happened. Like, please give her what she wants, please. You could tell that she needs these men in her life, and quite frankly, I believe that they need her too. And if there's another one of her, then my God, sign me up, right? Is that what someone said? Take that shit off, take that uniform off. My God, is this Mattel? You're so gorgeous, I can't take it. I insist. It doesn't have to stay at 303. We did that as a 3. It was, it reminded us of a time, and these are the types of men that I attract. They don't have to say much. You never ever see them coming. Even when you know that they're on their way, you still don't see them coming, and you definitely don't, you feel them show up, but you don't see them coming. There you go. Now, some of these guys, there was a separation here, right? There could have been some, if this isn't a twin, if this isn't a sibling here, that maybe there was a little attraction with, that kind of was a little obsessive, there's somebody here, or this is a relationship that you had. It feels like there's one person here where they didn't agree with this. That could be the thing to do different. Yeah, gotta cut them out. They were kind of, and they were firm. This feels like I'm stuck on this. That's it. Like we couldn't get them to change their mind. Yeah, with the strength at the bottom, it was like, wow, and it was causing problems with this now. It was causing problems with the madam of the house, if you want to call it this. If this is the way you guys get down now. And then there's the King of Pentacles. There's the Queen of Pentacles. There she is. There's the Truth, that sword. And then there's the same guy. It's the counterpart like that. And then there's the Dick. You're interrupting the flow. Whatever this flow is, it feels like sexual flow, sexual energy, lustful energy, growing abundant energy is what it's coming from. I believe now that this is how kings and queens back in the day, they acquired all this treasure and coin through celebration, lustful, which would be drinking, partying, taking losses, getting hurt even. Just living, experiencing life, recovering, doing it over again. You know what I mean? Then when you're down some wine, your fucking neighbor's like, yo, I made some extra. I knew this was going to happen because it happened to me. I'm not judging, but it happened to me last week. And it wasn't you that gave me the wine, but that's not why I'm giving it to you. That's how it used to be. You didn't give me nothing. How stupid is this? Everything became at a standstill because of this. I give it to you because you just happened to show up. And now I realized that you were put in my life at this moment for a reason, so I could keep this energy flowing back into my life like this. You seem like a good person. I know you. You're my neighbor. I know you're not a thief. I know you're not a... So I know that the chances of me getting something good back from helping you with this is great. So then 2 days later now, I'm taking a walk in my beautiful neighborhood that's safe now, and my flip-flop breaks. It broke. Oh, maybe it's not so safe. My flip-flop broke. I got it. This is you. I grew up in one of the neighborhoods and I turned into something else. This could just be come from something. Yes, confirmed. Concurration, saying, yeah, go back to who you were. You know what you're going to do? You're going to attract a woman that's the same way. She has that but I like it. It reminds me that I don't have to always strive to be that sharp pointed, creased, pinstripe guy or woman, but this is a man. My choice. Most things, when you're a certain type of being, most things are automatic with you. Your shape-shifting abilities. My speech does change when I'm speaking with bankers. Thank you. Yeah, and then you'll be out with some hoodlums having a bonfire, and then the shit changes then, right? You're the sigmas, the attractive ones. That is attractive. I forget the looks. That embodiment for the right woman or man is that's enough. This is, I'm happy, I'm looking at this one right, I'm swiping left, I'm swiping right, or I'm disappointed in what's underneath the hair, the tiaras, the costume, the hats that almost look regal from these women, dressing like goddesses or gods, or a lot of accessories. Everything is so uniform, though. That's the thing. This is balance. These guys like the women who wear stripes and polka dot. They put on whatever. They're the women the women make the clothes. It doesn't matter what kind of clothes. They will alter them in seconds and make it work. But a lot of it has to do with how they feel in everything. That's what we're doing. We're drawing, and this is creating this here because there was some type of thing, a strong force keeping you stuck. For some of you, it was a wife that you were still arguing with, which was unnecessary. You don't have to speak to her anymore, or it's a mom or something. And then for the women, it could have been a husband or a dad or something, or some shit like this. And this is strong third eye now, which is strong. I know that this is who I need in my life. I don't want someone who has to have their nails always match their shirt with their shoes, their shoelaces at the same time. Do we have temporary coloring for tats? Huh. That would be cool. A type of temporary ink that would wash off that you could change the color to match something, though. Something from something, right? I mean, this was going where I could tell I was kind of triggering some people, and that's what I'm designed to do. This is why I don't expect to have a lot of friends. I expect to attract people who also trigger other people. And the people who truly know they do that, they know that this is part of evolution, and what makes the world go round is triggering and acknowledgement and, oh, okay, maybe acceptance, lesson learned, something learned, wisdom, gaining wisdom. This all ascends. You can feel your shit lifting, and this activates something in you where now you're given some sort of ability, or and heightens another gift that you have. It's a toss-up. It's a game of life everywhere. It's an existence. It's a game of existence, we'll say. So now we have these women where their hair has to be perfect. You know, my eyelashes have to be perfect. This other woman's like floop. There may be 2 clumps here. I'll fix it later. She's the mess with all the shit in her purse, but she's organized mentally. That's when it's important to men like this. She doesn't have a lot of mental clutter, but she allows some so that she doesn't bear a threat to this man who needs to be the strength in every area. Yeah. I'm nervous about this. I'm nervous that I'm thinking it, I'm overdoing it, and it's not going to be like what I'm making it feel to be. That is possible. Maybe this is the exciting part for right now. This is the honeymoon phase of the manifestation, we'll say. And we already let it be known through something, through whether it was, you could not have aged the same like everybody else, too. Some of the people in this situation haven't seen each other in 20 years. Others, it's been 3 to 5. I mean, real. Morris Justice was in the room when someone was officially pulled, I heard. Okay. Morris, no, I'm not gonna, XJ something, that should be enough information to say which one. Please, just don't put yourself in the spotlight by getting agitated if you know that it's not you. Where was I? Yeah, I need this one here. I like this one here. I mean, she's dainty. Look at how she stands and shit, but she's like, I'll climb the tree and get that apple. Let's just say that it was higher up than it looks, or there's a snake by it. No, there is. I'll kill the snake if you're hungry enough, my love. This is primal. She's naked, but look at how feminine she stands. I love this. This is someone that could wrestle something, too, is what I got from this, with this 8 of Swords, with tying around. I feel like she could... I feel strong, subdue and submit. Oh, this is the Jane, right? This is Tarzan's Jane. I don't talk like that. Yeah, please don't stay in me with this bullshit. Who is this? Idaho. Are you white? If you're white, you can stay. Okay. This woman here, this is petting the beast. This one will sit there and pet. Yeah, please leave. This one will pet or caress a lioness, a tiger. Look at how this one's looking up at her, like submitting. It's weird. It's so weird. Oh, the master. This is one of those ascended masters, females, true women, who they tame the beast everywhere. They're a master beast tamer. Remember Beastmaster? Was that a show? The Beastmaster. Yeah, that was out when Bloodsport or before that, right? There was something else that was out. It could have been Conan. Yeah. Okay. Everywhere. This is business, relationships. If two people are arguing in public and you know that somebody needs to step in and just say something, like this is going to get neither one of you anywhere, you both got suits, you must be something special, and then you just leave it. They'll feel uncomfortable arguing or getting into something physical at that point. It's you reminding people who they are. I see in your navy blue and mint green pinstripe suit. My God, what you must have done to be able to afford something like this, and for it to look like that on you, sir. This stuff doesn't seem like your situation. Yeah. That type of woman. The craving that I feel. On top of other things. Somebody can't wait to be inside and then to smell you on them. They've done this with their own and tried bringing their clairsentience. Oh, now we're tapping into it. I get it. Does anybody else feel that? Oh, now all of a sudden you want to. We're grateful. It's dangerous. This is somebody that squeezes it at the bottom. Maybe you do that. And then there's two hands up here. Somebody started chafing. They were doing this so much. It could be this earth sign or this. This reminds me of a leader of anything. This is what you're attracting. This queen is this female is attracting the male opposite. With the pentacles, this is money. This could be. Oh wow. It could be multiple women and multiple men in a situation. Whether this is happening already, it's just growing, or this is something that is supposed to just be. It is amazing now with a whole new, this is a supersonic level of acknowledgement of what is really going on, what existence is about, what I want to get out of this life, what I will get out of this life, because I'm looking, why am I stressed out about things that didn't even happen yet, and then I'm willing to pay for it. People just upping and leaving and walking away from things, and I don't know what's in that account. Well, I don't care about the fucking password. Let them keep the 1,300. You know what I mean? Like, I got a few $100,000, and I don't require much to be happy. I need music. Give me a little bit of wine, some good pot. Maybe once in a while I'll party and meet some people, and let me keep moving. It's this nomad, and is that how it was always supposed to be? Not for everybody, right? It's not for everybody. But what happens when people just stop doing this? But usually when people do this, they're done with the world. Like I don't fit in anywhere. So they're not really talking about this. But social media is different now. These types of things that feed your soul, these people that have places in the woods and shit like this, it's inspirational. But I'm also learning how to survival channels and with craft, survival mixed with craft. These are going to be the channels that you're going to want to watch when you're this type of person. You're just up and leaving, seeing how they handled shit. Somebody just had their girlfriend come close to me, and it did. She smelled like either she sat in shit or that's what her insides smell like, sir. I am... Whoa. There's a man who saw himself. He woke up. Were you in tears? I saw myself as Ra. Now, either they're telling me that I'm that incarnate, or that's who I embody now, and it's a level up, like a... They saw their face like it was deep faked as Ra. And it was in front of some castle or at Dominion. Yeah? And there were guards and everything, like royalty. Look at this shit. And there were people cheering or just in awe. That could be how people are with you. If you relate to me and what I say about how I just don't have any friends, and family's even iffy, and whether we're all blood related, you know what I mean? Like, if you feel like this could be me, I don't care. I'm not angry, but I just want to be around a group of people. Being around just one person like this, eventually it's going to go sour. It's going to get boring. It's inevitable. I wouldn't want it if it was promised that it wouldn't really. So I just need these types of people around me, where when this seems like it's getting, I can go and find another personality, and then all these personalities are being balanced by all these people. I know that this happy, hey, I got opportunity. This could be like, I got some good shit, you know what I mean? And then there's somebody else who's like, oh man, and they heard, and they're so glad because they didn't want to tell people that they did the last of the shit they promised they were going to put out. Didn't get to that point, but the universe knew that you were seriously sorry. It's a, let's look at it like this. Let's say this, let's say that you weren't sorry. You being not sorry and meaning it, at least to your own self, sends out the same fucking frequency as you sincerely being sorry. Be who you are at every moment, at every day, every time, with every person. The power that you hold when you are this person, because of people, wanting to ruin your reputation, set you up, alter. You be that motherfucker every single day. Some of you have been like that since you were a child, and nobody can ruin your reputation now that they know who you truly are. This is I want a new life. Yeah, I want a new start. What an opportunity this is. What? There are 300 or some rooms. Is it that? Either way, there's always room for building, and people stay with you. It's supposed to be a more of a comfortable thing, with men, being with men, and with other women that they choose. It is designed to cater to men. And that was my choice. I can tell that there are women who don't understand my way of looking at this. There are parts I can't explain either. I just don't know. Well, I do know that it's give and take. But when you're only being a friend or meeting them, you're level with them now. Where it's, I don't berate them. I don't try to make them jealous. I'm a good wife, but you're very quiet, and it's a very damsel in distress, but I'm too strong to even keep going with that. It's confusing to this guy, because what you're giving off is that I'm at a weakened spot, and his instinct is to be a man. But then what stops him from doing that is the cocky one or two words that come out, or the way that you look at him, or the neck or something. And then now that's another thing I have to process. You may not, I don't even think you realize how confusing it is, ma'am. But that messes with them as men. and you don't, I guess it would be like you don't talk. There's something like me, I say what I feel, but I don't always say it immediately. I have to choose which times it's better for me to give off something and let them try and figure that out for themselves. It is something that's natural, and not every woman has the ability to bring this out in men or bring it out again. It takes a woman who can relate to being a man. These are the women who always go through things, but they don't hold on to everything. I don't bring this shit from that into this. It doesn't serve me, first of all. I'm not going to say I'm not going to do it because I'm the men in my life or the women in my life. I'm doing it because it's not good for me. All of this stuff that you're doing with yourself, for you guys that are doing this shit, and this is like, I'm doing a sex ritual on myself and I'm bringing shit in. When this happens, I imagine this coin. Maybe she's right, man. I think about when they had treasures, and I watch these movies, and it's always about coins and gold. Maybe these words, still not 100% universal language, are higher, a different frequency than others. But this woman here, she's just this free spirit. I mean, I don't need much. That's what this is. Look, I'll go here. I plant something here. Look, and then she leaves. That's what this is. Like I have interaction with people here. They remember me for something. I don't have to get anything out of it either. This is, I still left with what I came in with, right? Whatever I got out of the safe, I still left with the $500, and I still got to pay for a room for tomorrow night. This is no. And if I can't afford it, and I this is someone who likes making things work. I will plan this for whatever I want to eat, and then this is if worse comes to worse with that, and then I'll just assume that I have a car to sleep in. I'm grateful to have that. This is a person who, life to you is the experience in every situation. I'm excited for the experience that I'm going to have in everything. Yeah, I don't think about death. I'm not afraid to die. That shit's keeping you young. Look at it. This is what these guys are doing now. Some of you guys, you were already there, and it's the women who are now catching up with you. Yeah. Sometimes, look, with the food, this is healthy, organic food, and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I eat it, and I get the good stuff, and then sometimes, and I used to be like this. Look, some people are mad, right? This could be that I take a loss. For whatever reason, this could be gang stalking, or just people that are happy to see you fail will affect you physically. If you don't learn how to dodge it, block it, send it back, or transmute the shit, turn that shit into something great, you can do a little bit of everything. People don't like it when you get through this stuff like that. I don't know why you're jealous. Is this what you're thinking? Why are you jealous? Look at my life. I'm going through it again. And I'm going to say again, I don't know why. I feel like I'm good with money. I feel like I do my job well. I don't feel like I'm paid what I'm worth. And I feel like people take advantage of the fact that I'll say yes most of the time. Am I lending money out more than I'm putting away for myself? We all do it. But my God, you get through things the same, if not better, by yourself than you have people are thinking about the past, or there's some footage even of some of your life where it's like, my God, it's always by themselves. Or this person did this. But there are also some things that are about to come out about the person that you are going to be assisting, what they did for you. It's some sick thing where some of it was planned and others, it just became planned as they went. But it feels like this is what happened at some point. Some of the men were already targeted for whatever reason. I don't know if this is some of the men that I said, well, you were born women and you changed yourselves into men for whatever reason it was. But what you did with that is just admirable. It could be something like that, where the person they had you attacking is the one who helped you and saved you, because I did feel that there's somebody named Patrick who wanted to know things that they showed me in my mind. This is more of a conversation that happened where the woman actually saved you and Peter, and no, and Roman, and a few others, and then they usually turn you against, or they will find a way to separate you and erase things so that you never even remembered you knew each other. It is overwhelming, and if there are ships, I mean, how do we know there aren't other ships with life like this in it, and other people we haven't seen, never met, or that even look like us? How much separation do you have when it comes to DNA? How many different looks can you get? And will only certain DNA take in someone when you implant it, right? Will it always work in their favor, or does shit DNA get rejected immediately? Is it more like a system? Is it like a program DNA? Could you call it a program or a high cryptid? Mark, that's it. Can you please help me? I'm going to thank you in advance, regardless of whatever this is at this point. Thank you. Yeah, some people just get mad that either you're self-taught. I don't know about self-built for what I'm feeling. I don't know if you ever had a chance to build. But people are seeing that with the wisdom and the strength and the courage that you have, there's no doubt that if you had something in bulk, you would definitely do good with it. You can't deny the shit. I'm looking at the outcome. This Knight of Cups here is it's a darker, angelic, demonic, and I guess this would be the perfect balance of masculine and feminine, male and female, dark and light. What more could you possibly want? And you were attacking this person, and viciously in many ways with the seven. I mean, multiple ways. These are with the government people. Some people are leaving. I'm retiring, or fuck my retire. Look at this shit. It's I can't believe it. People are sobbing, crying, just anticipating what leaving. There are others where I every time I show up here with the judgment, every time I show up in this building and I see the seal, right? Whatever this thing is, what am I doing? This is my job, to torture women, to torture somebody else's adversary. I have children. I have a family. And this is a good woman with the Queen of Cups and shit. This is someone who gives back. This is somebody who gives and even helps children. So what does that tell me about the people who are attacking them? Well, let me figure out the traits of this person. They like children. They give back. Am I on the wrong side? What happens now when the people who are addicted to targeting people run out of targets? I become a target now. They're addicted to having somebody. It's a form of supply. Yeah, look, this is just it. Look, I mean, what happens now if I stop a fight and they wanted that person to get hit? Am I now a target of this? Am I being groomed to comply with whoever they are? And by helping remove or attack or helping the hard to comply, is that what I'm doing? Is somebody, you know how you say I'm training somebody to take my own job? It's something like that, but a little different, right? I know some people need to hear this. Fuck their retirement. The whole thing's gonna come down. Yeah, put away cash. What you feel like you would need if there were only a few years left before something. It's going to be amazing for certain people. Yeah, and you guys have the option to clear out any kind of this karma. May have nothing to do with me at all in any lifetime. We'll just assume that. Okay, I mean, it'll make you feel better for some of you. Maybe I was some type of gangster and I may have sliced some people up. I may have off some really good people that know what their bloodline was. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. It's just something you did coming back to you. I realize now this shit was happening to me because of some things that I was doing in my head, and I had to let it be known that I don't want that right now. I don't want things to happen. You know how sometimes people get that mad, they yell. These are like kids that are real gifted and shit and powerful with their third eye. They make movies. about them, and then glass breaks somewhere else, something like that. Some of that wasn't even me. There's others that can do it. I said this before. There are children even that can bring buildings down with their minds. There are multiple that can do this. Warrior woman. How sexy is a woman who stands up? So these were the mistakes. I said let's talk about the mistakes. Some of the mistakes were, some of them showed up as warrior. It was the outfit, it was the little things that they had painted on their face with the sari, and then they had the gold thing. And some of these women came to seduce some of these men who they're now like, I just need a certain type of woman. Or like someone's voice cracked when they said it. I just need a certain type of woman around me. I can't deal with this anymore. I'm staying here. And I'm hoping that I'll attract the one here. And she could not have means to fly. You know what I mean? Like, this is the attraction goes so far, but at some point you have to get up, and maybe you're being pushed to move out of your country or city. You're not comfortable. And these are for the people who have the means, but you're just not doing it. It's conviction. It's a craving, a yearning. Why am I up and down, circling right? The warrior woman, some of you need to go up, you need to go north. You want it to go south. I don't know. I will get tiles. Inner healer. And balanced at the bottom. I don't know what words I'm going to use. I'm just going to say how I feel. I need a woman like this in my life for many reasons. As a friend, I need her. A possible business companion. And hopefully as a sexual partner or some type of committed, non-committed. But what comes with this is, that's amazing. Like, I can or I cannot. And I will if I say I will. But if I say I will not until I change my mind. I couldn't be around this for a while. Did you understand? I had to know it was out there. And then once it was confirmed, and don't ask me how it was confirmed, it is confirmed that it exists. I need it. I want it. And I get what I want. But I'm not finished. This is a conversation that had happened. I have to work on myself in order to get this easily. I could get this by force, like I've done before. I'm not interested in that anymore. It's short-term pleasure with long-term reaping eventually, Still dealing with shit 10 years later from someone that I never even married, that it felt like more of a marriage than this last one. What am I doing? I'm committing to things. One, that beings that can't commit. I'm committing to people that can't commit back. Their commitment comes as flirting when they can feel I'm pulling away or I'm agitated. And I realize now that's not really how they feel about me. They can feel that I am losing interest, and it's instinctive for them, like animals. Same thing for me, just in different ways, different instincts and different ways of showing it. I'm not fulfilled with any of this. I need one like this. I'm not looking for somebody to come in and fix me. But I need someone who doesn't want to take me downhill, have me go backwards on some things that I've already gotten through over. They're not as common as you think, it turns out. There's another light and dark here. This could even be like, I don't want a woman that needs to have perfect hair every day. I want to be able to say, yo, let's go. Well, this man doesn't speak like that, but others do. Let's go here. And it doesn't have to be somewhere expensive where you're rich and you have a jet. It could be like, let's just go to, there's a city that is kind of like Reno, or there's a city that's just like Baton Rouge, right? In the craziest of places. Let's go to that on a whim. And I want someone who will just throw something on, throw some shit in a bag and a ball. I want a woman who doesn't care if her clothes are wrinkled. She'll find a way to wet them and lay them in the sun. It's this type of woman I need. I need a woman that takes in energy from the sun and the moon and turns all of it into something great. But if it's not great, oh well, this will pass. A lot of these guys, they were still in a place where they had rejection issues from something where they felt like they weren't being seen or appreciated or acknowledged. So any attention that these types of women were giving them, they wanted it at that point. And that was fighting and arguing and nitpicking and screaming. And they don't want this anymore. I'm aging. I don't feel well. I'm not attracted to this side of you at all. And it's bothering me sexually. But now that they started doing this shit for themselves, and when I tell you how many men are doing this, and it matters who they're thinking of and what they're doing. And at some point, they imagine money printers, product, women, soulmates, friendships, sincere friendships, familia, coin, right? They're imagining this. Wow, that's, oh my God. And some of you, shit started happening immediately. How much of a master am I at this manifesting thing? It's scary. It made some of these men emotional because I can bring shit. I've brought shit in immediately. I realized. I thought about someone, boom, they call. You know what I mean? Like how many, they're starting to think about certain things. Like, I haven't seen so-and-so, I think about them, it's in 10 years. Next thing you know, I go to listen, I'll go up the street and there they are pumping gas. Was that premonition? They're interested in this stuff now, but they're, don't drive yourself crazy, but they're interested. Is that premonition? Were they warning? Were they letting me know now? Was something letting me know that I'm going to see them again, or did I bring that in? That's interesting. There could be a very fine line between attracting with imagination that way and being shown what you already attracted. And I would say with that, have that be the glass half empty and half full for that, with that particular spiritual part of your life. I wouldn't look too much into it or try to find a definitive reason, because I think that this is one of those things with the relativity. Why am I feeling like the theory of relativity with and everything that with Newton and Einstein really is just letting things flow and just be and come to you naturally? That would be one of those things. When you live a life like this all the time, and you don't have to be one of those pansies that has fucking open-toed or like fucking flip-flops and shit like that, or where you wind up being one of those weird dudes like in Wanderlust with the long hair. Hey, I never. Hello, handsome man. Yeah, you're handsome. Thank you for being who you are. I think you're not much different than that personality. Oh God, what an amazing person you must be to be around. Stuff like that. Why can't we have this? I'm gonna keep pushing this. This is part of my existence and part of what I'm destined for. I'm so great with men and I love men so much, it would be very strange if I only had one. Yeah, it would be a waste. I honestly don't think that the universe would allow it. I think when it comes to that, regardless of who I am and what I'm capable of, I like the fact that they have that kind of authority over me, that they know what's best for me, because they know I don't know everything when it comes to that, and they want to be able to do that. Even for a lot of you, I feel like these beings, when you ascend to a certain level of spiritual power, you could say, I think that they feel like we don't need them, right? We absolutely do need you. We appreciate you. I haven't been putting food out because it's just, I'm at my parents' house, and before it was different. Brian would just, we had excess of things, and I would put cookies and shit out for them. But when I get a fucking cookie in here, it's on with me. I haven't been putting shit out for them, but they understand what I'm doing. I'll justify it like I do everything else, because I'm a narcissist. Is what I'm doing is greater than that. Okay, you can't put cookies next to this. Bye.